Louisiana beer reviews. Okay, going to do a second take. Firehouse Red. It's a rich malty ruby ale with a smooth finish. This was sent to me by John Roulier of Western Pennsylvania, I believe, and he wanted me to try these Canadian beers and Pennsylvania beers. And I said, well, send them. I'll probably like them. 5, 6 years ago, 4 or 5, maybe only 4 years ago, I didn't like red ales. I was like, they're too tannic, they're too malty, they're too like full in the mouth. I don't appreciate them, but I started to think about it and drank about it, and I said, no, it's not the red ales, it's you. You're not experienced enough. You're not looking at it in the right context or something. So I said, okay, all right. So he sent me this. Looked on the website, nothing. Beer Advocate and Rate Beer, they give a little information. They're saying 5.5% alcohol. They're saying okay on Beer Advocate, 34 ratings. 41 out of 100 on Rate Beer, 56 out of 100 for the style. So we're talking about 39 reviews total written. There's a few video reviews like Dr. Dave, and I'm looking forward to checking that out. A little bit of lacing here. It's kind of a copper, brown bread crust appearance. Like, with the sun shining at it, it's more brown. With the sun shining through it, it's more orange copper, okay? I did a previous video. I deleted it. It wasn't coming out too well. All right, anyway, Market District, thank you, Giant Eagle. I don't know about this. There's an X on the top of the can. It might have been a closeout. Regardless, it doesn't mean anything. It's not old. It's November 16, 2016. It's got the date, guys. It just might have not been moving for whatever reason. Doesn't say IPA, so it wasn't moving, and they closed it out. I know Pennsylvania's strange. Like, people will tell me, you can't even buy singles in Pennsylvania. Not exactly true. Normally, you do have to buy 6-packs, usually of pint cans or cases. But true story, I was in Pennsylvania on U.S. Highway 1. I got off on the other, I think it was 422. There's different U.S. like connector highways, 422. They have the 322 that connects you from the river out to the one. But anyway, I was at one of those supermarkets. It might have been Giant Eagle. I don't believe it was. And I wanted to buy a few singles, and the girl was like, you can do that. She was saying it like you can do that. I was like, okay, let's do that. And she, but it was very suspicious. Like, she was like, it was like a ritual. Put it in this bag, turn the bag over, staple it twice, this bag, your ID. And I was like, wow, this is really different from Louisiana, where it's just buy it, pay the money, bag, get out. So it was strange. And I think it was like, it wasn't technically a grocery store or a liquor store. It was like a restaurant on paper that happened to sell an enormous array of beers. But anyway, I bought that. And that was the Yingling Light. 24-ounce can. Anyway. All right, so he sent me this, and I said, I'll try it. I'll do the review, So it's, the written reviews are not positive. I haven't read them yet, but the total scores is not good, are not good. But the aroma is deep. Caramel, bread crust, richness, toffee. It's all the things you miss when you very quickly push away red ales. I understand the IPA. There's the hop bitterness approach, and that's a taste, that's a flavor, that's an experience. It's not the only experience, though. Sweetness, syrupiness, which is part of it, it's not all of it. There's some fig, some fruitiness. There's little, tiny little pinpricks of character and flavor and aroma in this. The body is light to medium. You know, if you were looking at the Cyclops scale, you'd say, oh, 3 out of 5 sugar cubes. At the most, if you're really pushing the envelope, you'd say 2 out of 5 hop cones. It's not a hoppy beer, but it has hop character. It has a presence which doesn't totally balance the beer, but it adds balance to the beer, and experienced drinkers know what I'm talking about. Yeah, this is sort of a nebulous type beer. You may never find anything about it. Chances are you'll never see it. But it's intriguing. Okay, so what are the negatives? What's wrong with the product? You tell me. I don't know. I guess I could make things up, nitpick against it, but I wouldn't do it. If I was, lowballing it, looking for every little complaint, trying to pick it apart, saying I don't like this, it's got this flaw, not to mention that I've never brewed a beer in my life, and that it's very difficult to brew beer, especially consistently, which a lot of people have problems with. Yeah, if I was like low grading it to the hilt, I would say an A, most excellent. If I was being fair, I'd say A plus, outstanding. Now this is hard to believe. I have a feeling this is not a super expensive, pricey product, but I've got to save the bottom third, the bottom 40%, let's say, for the written review. Oh yeah, it's wonderful. It's back to that little conundrum with the red ales, which possibly more than any other beer style throws people for a loop. A red ale is a little tough to examine, a little tough to, which might lend, what I'm saying might lend to the argument that red ales have more to them because they're not as approachable, and that you have to adjust yourself to them to appreciate them more than you would with a quick jump into the pool. So that could be something there. So yeah, it's dynamite. Dynamite. Thank you, John, really, for sending me this beer. And I'm going to say laissez le bon temps relais, a most excellent, at a minimum, beer product. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana or New Orleans.